All praises, glory, and honor to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rakakadash.
All right, Shalom, brothers and sisters in this truth. I'm your brother, Mr. LJ, coming to you again with another lesson. Lord willing, this will be edifying to those of you who are tuning in. And what you see here on the screen here is this is a buffalo that's representing Jake. And as I play this video and go into the precepts and some headlines that I have for all of you to take a look at and consider what is going on, you will see how this all will blend in together. So I'm going to start the video animation right there with the video going. And the first thing we're going to go into is the book of Jeremiah chapter 5, starting in verse 20. And it says, "Declare this in the house of Jacob and publish it in Judah, saying, Hear now this, O foolish people, and without understanding, which have eyes and see not, which have ears and hear not. Fear ye not me, said the Lord? Will ye not tremble at my presence, which have placed the sand for the bounds of the sea by a perpetual decree, that it cannot pass it? And though the waves thereof toss themselves, yet can they not prevail. Though they roar, yet can they not pass over it." And in that, right there, Yahawashi is giving a subtle threat to Israel. Okay, letting us know that, look, I've told you, if you disobey my commandments, what is going to happen to you. Okay, you see that I create everything to fall under what I wanted to do. And if it doesn't do it, then this is the judgment that's going to be coming upon it. Okay, and so our people right now are like these buffaloes sitting out here, head on the ground, just eating here in Great Babylon, not understanding what Esau is about to do. And I'm going to bring some headlines to show what Esau is about to do. Okay, continuing. "But this people had a revolting and rebellious side. They are revolted and gone." Okay, and that's because they fall into Great Babylon and its ways, Christmas holidays, the food, no dietary plan. What does that cause? All the obesity and the illnesses and disease. So when Esau does come on and say, what is this thing is going to affect, so-called Negroes and Latinos based on these criteria, he's absolutely right. Because why? This was his plan all the while, to actually feed this abomination to our people. And our people ate it up. Why? Because they are foolish people. Okay, we are foolish people. Okay, continuing. "Neither say they in their heart, Let us now fear the Lord our power, that giveth rain, both the former and the latter in his season. He reserveth us unto the appointed weeks of the harvest." So our people have forgotten, that Yahawashi was the one that destroyed the earth with the flood. Okay, destroy the Egyptians and all these other kingdoms throughout. And also here has promised to destroy this wicked queen in Babylon that our people take so precious in their heart, with their 401k plans and their careers and their savings and, just trying to embellish and go to the latest, LeBron James games, and looking to, retire down in Florida somewhere or whatever. Okay, or Calago, right? Continuing, "Your iniquities have turned away these things, and your sins have withholden good things from you." Okay, now we have a lot of our people that are doing okay, in comparison in the society, but we have a whole lot of our people that are doing extremely, exceptionally horrible. Okay, we make up the majority of the homelessness out there based on population. Okay, continuing, "For among my people are found wicked men. They lay wait as he that setteth snare, they set a trap, they catch men." And we have those men, that's your pastors, your TD Jakes, those type, Creflo Dollars. You have these celebrities that right now that are siding with Esau to push out this water. Okay, you have those men that as soon as they get $2 in their pocket, either through Hollywood or they set up their entrepreneurs or whatever, suddenly they forget their what? Niggas. Okay, that's why I love that song that Jay-Z sang, even though he's a nigger himself, for siding with Esau. Okay, he's a lost 2/3 from his actions. Okay, he's saying he put that music there with what is it called, O.J. Simpson. He said, no matter what you have, you still just a nigger. Okay, so if you know that, then why are you doing all this stuff? Why are you pushing weed out to your own people, right? So these are our people that are setting snares in the fact that our young men and women idolize them. The women are going to idolize the Nicki Minaj and the Beyonce, these whores. Okay, the young men are going to idolize the Snoop Dogg and all these and P Diddy and all these guys, which we all know they're all faggots, man. This video is all over the place with them. These guys are all faggots. So, continuing. As a cage is full of birds, so are their houses full of deceit. Therefore, they are become great and waxen rich. They are waxen fat. They shine, yea, they overpass the deeds of the wicked. They judge not the cause of the fatherless, yet they prosper, and the right of the needy do they not judge. Our people who actually make it into society don't give a shit. They will use their money to kind of to exalt themselves and also keep everybody around. That's the reason why you see, when these so-called rap dudes, they can't walk, they can't even take a piss without having 10 dudes behind them. Like, what the hell is that shit? Why do you always have to have a dude behind you or your little posse? That's cowardly, man. You don't feel like you could walk. You get a guy like Floyd Mayweather. He has about six dudes around him all the time. Wait, aren't you a prize world-class fighter? Why do you have to always have this protection around you? Okay? Or at least it's false sense of protection. Continuing. Shall I not visit for these things, said the Lord? Shall not my soul be avenged on such a nation as this? And and it's justifiable that Yahawah shall avenge it. He took us to Egypt. He took the yoke of iron of our neck. Okay? All he asked for was that we even attempt to keep the Sabbath or attempt to keep the commandments, the ones that we can actually hold up in this wicked kingdom. And our people won't do that. As simple as something that's like not eating pork ribs or the shrimp that cleans the ocean floor. Well, I see the Chinese eating it. Hey, they were not given the law. Okay? The other women can dress like whores. You Israelite women cannot dress like whores. And yes, so you look at it, you don't see the Chinese women and the Japanese women dress like whores. They cover themselves, man. They act like women. Okay? Feminine. But our women dress like whores, man. Harlots. Okay? And you know these saggy pants freaking doggone Jakes walking around the place, man. So they're going to be put to death. Continuing. A wonderful, horrible thing is committed in the land. The prophets prophesy falsely, and the priests bear rule by their means, which is filthy lucre. And my people love to have it so. And what will ye do in then end thereof? Okay? Our people don't want to hear this truth. You can go to any one of these YouTube channels with TD Jake and all of them talking out of their ass. They would hold a Bible in their hand, and it's usually like a new version or something like a new world version of the Bible or whatever case of that, and they never read anything. They can't break down one precept if their life depended on it, and they walk around and all they talk about is wealth, and everybody like it and everybody push that money to them. Well, that's why they're wealthy. People like to hear shit. They like to hear shit. They like to hear lies. People like to hear lies. Nobody wants to be around somebody that tells the truth, and that's what we are. We are set up to tell those truth. Now, this is going to be leading into the other part of the lesson here. I'm not going to make this too long. I'm going to go into the book of Psalm here, chapter 17. I'm going to start off from, it's a book of Psalm chapter 17, starting off with verse 1. And it's going to be all the way to verse 15, verse 15. And it says, it's a prayer of David. Hear the right, O Lord, attend unto my cry, give ear unto my prayer that goeth not out of vain lips. Meaning that we're not saying this just to say this. Brothers are not putting out videos just because they have time on their hand. The prophets are not out there on the street getting laughed at, scorned and mocked. We have the spirit in us to go do this. If you look at all the brothers that are doing this, a lot of us are tattooed. A lot of us were not nice guys before we came into this truth. Okay? And we fight that battle of spirit every day where you want to knock a fool out. All right? So we were brought into this by Yahawah. We were called by Yahawah, by Shem Yahawashi into this. This isn't of our doing. Okay? So I'm going to continue here. Let my sentence come forth from the present. Let thine eyes behold the things that are equal. Now, I'm going to bring this out to you because there's a couple things that came in the headline today. Okay? Now, you've seen something like this before. Let me switch over the other screen here. And Salakia, let me bring it out. Okay, apparently it may not want to work over. So here, so you see something like this where it says the average average American, 40% of American can't cover a surprise $400 expense. Okay, and this tells you why is this the reason? It's because our people live and indulge in all these different things. Now this mainly is really going towards Jake. Okay. Jake is in this predicament more than these Edomites and these other nations because their salary is actually high enough to where they can actually afford these expenses. Now let's go back. Let's go back here, and I'm going to bring out these other ones here. Now, take a look at this, and it says, this is from the Examiner, and I've been following them for a while because what I notice about them is the fact that everything that they write actually come into fruition. Okay, and so it says, vaccine should be mandatory for those receiving government health care. ABC's News, Margaret Hoover says. Okay, and it says, if you're going to get government provided health care, if you're getting VA treatment, Medicare, Medicaid, Social Security, anything, and Social Security obviously is in health care, you should be getting the water, okay? Because you are going to have to, and we are going to have to take care of you on the other end. So what is she saying right here? Notice that she's attacking now the VA, and you take a look at this here. The VA actually has implemented that it's a mandatory thing, okay? And so has California. Newsom right here says that basically California, whilst California will have the strongest vaccine verification system in the U.S. as mandate is announced. Now, this mandate is really coming for those who work for the state of California. It says there are 246,000 state employees in California who will be impacted by the order. Additionally, there are at least 2 million healthcare workers in the public and private sector in the state who will fall under the mandate. So this is going to be an interesting thing to see, and they're looking for this to happen before November. Okay, it's going to be an interesting to see because now they have mandate in those particular area. All right, now here it is right here. Surge of COVID Delta variant poses new political threat to Biden and his agenda. Okay, now you should probably think about that word agenda. Okay, what is his agenda? Okay, and they go on and on and on. So they're not focusing on, the tens of millions of people that are homeless, the tens of millions of people on drug addiction, the tens of millions of people who are unemployed, the tens of millions of people, all the murders that's going on out there. Nothing. The countries they've destroyed and the societies and societies they've destroyed and defecated in. All right, they're worried about the fact that he hasn't reached his goal. Here it is again. Department of Justice said federal law doesn't bar businesses, agencies from mandating COVID vaccines. So they're pushing this out there. Okay. And this is a sad thing right here. This guy, look at, he served in World War II or whatever cases like that. And this is what he's going to go to. I tell you, the VA hospital is a death sentence. And nothing is free, actually. You can do 20 years or 30 years in the military, get your legs blown off, whatever the case is like that. You go to them like that, most likely you will probably not walk out alive. I've been to those hospitals, not to get treated. Actually, I did for the dental visit. And I wound up walking out there. I went to a civilian dental, and they look into my mouth and they go, man, you've got an infection. So they have infected tools there. It's a very dangerous place right there. All right? So there's nothing free from anything in this nation. Now, going back, let's go back to Psalms, 17, and continue from verse 3. Thou hast proved mine heart. Thou hast visited me in the night. Thou hast tried me and shall find nothing. I am purpose that my mouth shall not transgress. Okay, we're not going to speak bad things or make Yahawashi look bad. We bring out only just the truth out there. We tell you that if you don't change and you don't repent, you are going to die. Plain and simple. All right. Concerning the works of man, by the word of thy lips, I have kept me from the path of the destroyer. And this is a great thing here. This is the reason why we praise Yahawashi every single day for waking us out of that deep sleep that we were in. All right. Really actually putting our trust into this place. Continue and hold up my goings in thy path, that my footsteps not slip. And that is key to this. We have to endure to the end. We must not get deceived and go back into the world. We must not listen to our women or our kids or our mom or dad or friends or whoever the case is like that, who are unbelievers, who want to try to drag you back there. Okay, and that is part of that slipping process right there. Okay. That emotional attachment. So if you're emotionally attached to anything in this world, that including people, and I don't care how close they are, you are going to slip. All right? Continuing. I have called upon thee, for thou wilt hear me, O power. Incline thy ear unto me, and hear my speech. We are begging every day the Yahawashi to hear us. We're sorry what we did. Okay? We are remorseful. Okay? We want to do anything for salvation. Okay? Anything that pleases the power, Yahawashi. Continue. Shew thy marvelous loving kindness, O thou that savest by the right hand them which put their trust in thee from those that rise up against them. Keep me as the apple of the eye, hide me under the shadow of thy wings, from the wicked that oppress me, from my deadly enemies who compass me about, and we have wickedness all over the place. Look at this wicked ass doggone Edomite right here. She is saying, so now you can go work, okay? If you're invested into this wicked queendom, you can go work, get Social Security. Now you can't collect it unless you go and get, well, you know what, right? Medicaid. A lot of these older people can't do that. And this is, this is really going to impact? This is going to impact Jake. Because this is welfare she's talking about, really. This is a subtle way for her to say, if you are going to get government provided health care, and who gets that? That's stuck on welfare case. So these sisters out there on welfare right now, they're about to wait. They're about to come to a reality check. All the Jakes them who've been sitting on their ass, okay, thinking that Esau is going to take care of their ass. Well, it's time to play the piper. It's like that drug dealer that come and give you the free dope, get you hooked, and then one day you come to them, they say, hey man, I got to charge you, man. I can't just give you for free. And now you like that guy in that doggone movie, Don't Be a Menace. Menace to Society, where you trying to ask this dude to go suck his dick for enough money to go get a hit again. That's the way Esau has got you right now. He's going to pull his dick out for all these people to suck his damn dick right now. All right? Because he's got you. He's got you. You've been dependent on him and been trusting his ass. All right? He's got you now. All right? Continuing. From the wicked to oppress me, from my deadly enemies who compass me about. They are enclosed in their own fat, with their mouth they speak proudly, and they are speaking proudly right now. This is all about political. We're going to have the best verification system. The Delta is stopping his agenda. The Justice Department say, hey, you know what? Businesses, you know what? You can go ahead and go do it. Ain't not a damn thing is going to happen to you. You can demand what you want, okay? And you can have some little fairies who, most of these organizations and these corporations are owned by fucking fairies anyways. Of course they're going to try to do it. But that is great. I'm not upset about it. This is great, because this is scriptural of how this is going to, this wicked kingdom is going to fall down, because it's going to backfire. And we know that. We know it's going to backfire. Okay? And all chaos is going to break out. So you see, doesn't matter if Jake wants to comply. It doesn't matter any of you nations want to go there and comply. All right? Continuing. Like as a lion that is greedy of his prey, as if it were a young lion lurking in secret places. Arise, O Lord, disappoint him. Cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. Okay? Esau is the Most High's sword. This is who he uses to put judgment on this earth. And he's about to bring Esau to the next level to put judgment on this wicked earth. Okay? These nations that have been close and cahoots with Esau ain't seen nothing yet. And these people who've been thinking that the white man, the so-called white man, is so great and so angelic, they're going to find out right now. And these headlines prove how wicked this man is. Okay? From men which are thy hand, O Lord, from men of the world, which have their portion in this life, which is to do wickedness, and whose belly thou fillest with thy hid treasure, they are full of children and leave the rest of their substance to their babes. Okay? And that's what we're being ruled over by babes right now. Okay? Inherited rulership. One wicked generation to the other is constantly ruling over Israel. Okay? As for me, I will behold thy face in righteousness. I shall be satisfied when I wake with thy likeness. And that is us right there. Okay? We are trying to please Yahawah. Okay? And just like in the past when he delivered us, just like in the past when he punished us, okay, as Ecclesiastes 1:9 says, the thing that had been, it is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done, and there is no new thing under the sun. All right? So I'd like to close up by saying, from 1 Peter 5:8, be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, whom he may devour. Okay? And this is serious business here. So, that's where we're at right now, okay? You don't want to be like these guys right here, okay? So what do the buffaloes do? They don't. There's 20 of them. There's 10 lions, and yet still, there's about 100 buffaloes, and there's only like 5 lions, and yet still the 5 lions manage to separate them and devour them. Okay? Because why? Most of the buffaloes are all selfish. They head in the ground. They're in the world, okay, enjoying, the benefits of being in the world, okay? And they're not looking at the fact that their brother's being devoured. And that's the way our people are, okay? And that's why we in this truth, we have to look out for each other. We support each other in this truth, okay? And that is Yahawah Bahasham Yahshai told us to do that, okay? And we stay and we give him glory and honor every day of our lives. So with that, I'd like to give all glory and honor to Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi Bahasham Rakakadash. I'd like to give a shout out to the great millstone brothers and elders who put out this truth on a daily basis, and the brothers out there that are putting out this truth, and to you brothers and sisters that are tuning in, Shalom.